Welcome to another episode of the E3 with Larry Ice broadcast video series. Um, I guess the big question of the day is, where has Larry been? What's been going on? Certainly haven't been online much, haven't been putting any new videos up, haven't been putting up any new podcasts. I've been really, really busy. My wife and I had to go down to visit our daughter in Florida and take care of some business down there. And right before we left, we both got COVID. It took us forever to recover from that. And then we did go to Florida and we spent some time. We had a really hectic schedule there. And that also included some travel back up to South Carolina for a short time to celebrate my uncle's 100th birthday and my 65th along the way. And then we came back, closed up our house there, gathered up all of our things, and moved them back to West Virginia because we sold the Florida place. And the day after arriving in West Virginia, I drove to Ann Arbor, Michigan to finish that deal and then drove back. So we've been very, very preoccupied and busy, and I just haven't been able to get online. So I wanted to give you a little preview. I'm hoping to preach tomorrow, this coming Sunday, on hope. I want to do a kind of a study of the word hope in the Bible and just talk about that. But I thought briefly today I'd just say a few words that have been on my mind about it. You know, we hear an awful lot of negative news on TV. It's almost the only thing we hear. And, they'll have a feel-good story at the end, but pretty much all the other stuff is bad news. And there is no bad news in the good news, and that's what we preach. We preach the gospel unadulterated, and that is pure good news. So how are we to deal with all this bad news that's going on around us in the world? Uh, you know, we just look at all the tribulation and the trials that are happening and the crazy weather and people misbehaving and just all the stuff. And hope is the answer. You know, Scripture tells us that Christ in us is our hope of glory. And this hope is sure. And it says in another place that hope is an anchor for our souls. And I think that's key. As we look at the future, our earthly future here might be rough. It might be full of trouble and difficulty, just as Jesus predicted it would be. But he who lives in us is greater than he who is in the world, and he has overcome the world. And so we know that our future is secure. Our inheritance is secure. Nothing can possibly take that away. Oh, we might face difficulties. We may have struggles. We may be in pain. We may have just a mess of a life while we're here on earth. But we get to radiate the grace of God, and we get to radiate his love. It gets to waft out from us to the world around us. And believe me, they're taking notice. The more you hear that they're not, the more I think they really are. I think they're fighting back against the idea that they could have been wrong all this time. And some people are not going to come to a knowledge of Christ, but boy, we sure want everyone that can. And so I want to encourage you today, have hope. Hope is a wonderful thing, and I hope to be speaking more on that very shortly. Drop by larryice.com for more wonderful encouragement, edification, equipping. There are articles, there's the podcast, there are videos, there are links to books and other ministries and all kinds of things up there. Explore around, have a great time. I hope you enjoy the website, www.larryiss.com, larryice.com. Well, that's enough for today. Thanks. Have a great day. Bye.